so much for joining in. We would like to now officially go ahead and get started with today's webinar. It will be approximately 1 hour long, and I'm very pleased to introduce you to today's speakers from the Savannah College of Art and Design. The webinar, as you can see, is titled Creative Careers of the 21st Century. So in today's session, we'll be introducing all of you to SCAD and show you how their 28 STEM-based programs work and how they combine creativity with technology to prepare students for exciting, innovative careers. We'll also be giving you an overview of SCAD's campuses in Savannah and Atlanta, Georgia, as well as their unique location in Lacoste, France, and talk about the flexibility of SCAD Now online programs for students around the world. So if you're somebody who's always been interested in technology and design and how to combine your creative tendencies with your technical prowess, today's session is perfect for you. However, before we begin, I would like to quickly tell you a little bit about who we are and what we do at Education USA. So to start off, my name is Amna, and I'm an Education USA advisor in the Karachi office. I graduated from the University of Maryland with a Bachelor of Arts degree in economics, and we have a team of US graduates comprising our advisors at Education USA Pakistan. So Education USA Pakistan provides free advising services to Pakistani students who wish to pursue their bachelor's, master's, or PhD in the United States. And the good news for you is that we are your official source on all US higher education. We provide you with accurate, current, and comprehensive information on all US universities and programs. And we also offer a wide array of services, which include free advising services. So if you're somebody who's interested in applying to the US or is applying to the US right now, or wants to do it in the future and wants to know how they can improve their profile, please feel free to get in touch with us using our application. It works like WhatsApp. You can message us Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We also have an email, which is karachi@educationusa.org, through which you can set up a one-on-one advising appointment. Now, at a glance, I know it can seem quite daunting to think about applying to the US because there's a lot of different components that are involved. But the good news for you is that Education USA has broken down this entire process into 5 simple steps. As you can see on the screen, step 1 is researching your options. Step 2 is financing your studies. Step 3 is completing your application. Step 4 is applying for your student visa. And step 5 is getting ready to leave for the United States. And regardless of which of these steps you are on, if you have any queries regarding the application process, you can always reach out to us by registering for our services through our website or by emailing us at karachi@educationusa.org. And with that, I would now like to introduce officially our speakers for the day. We have with us Ms. Khushna Mirza, who's the Associate Director of Admissions at Savannah College of Art and Design in Atlanta, Georgia. And we have Manur Fatma, who's the Assistant Director of Enrollment at SCAD in Atlanta. A little bit about Kushnam. She's basically got a lot of experience and expertise in design and creative education. She lives in Atlanta, Georgia, and has been overseeing recruitment, enrollment, marketing, and outreach initiatives for Asia and the Middle East. She travels across many countries to host design workshops, portfolio events, and information sessions, providing valuable insights for all 21st century creative careers. She's not just about admissions and marketing. She's always at design events, curating portfolio sessions, making connections with the design industry, and sharing knowledge of what's trending in the job market. Before SCAD, she's worked on several digital PR and marketing projects, collaborating with renowned studios on graphic design and advertising campaigns. Her portfolio has a list of brands such as Marvel, Nissan, Cathay Pacific, PayPal, Infinity, At Home, Gap Inc., JCPenney, and more. She's also worked closely with IB schools all over Asia to build the IBCP pathway that helps young creative high school students with opportunities to pursue their design and business innovation passions. Thank you so much for being here today, Kushnam. We truly appreciate you taking out the time, and I'm sure they're going to learn a lot from you. Now, just a little bit about Manur. So Manur is basically the Assistant Director of Enrollment at SCAD, and she leads enrollment initiatives across India, Pakistan, Middle East, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. In her role, she provides comprehensive support to students throughout the application process, offering insights into the international student life and guiding students towards creative career opportunities. Prior to joining SCAD, Manur gained valuable experience in the textile industry, working with leading global brands such as Primark, West Point Home, Decathlon, Macy's, and Aldi. Her strong relationship building skills ensure a smooth transition for students into higher education. So over to both of you. Thank you so much for being here and can't wait to hear from you.
Thank you, Amna, for the introduction. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Well, hello everyone. My name is Mahnoor. A very warm welcome to all of you, and thank you for joining us today. I'm very excited to share the upcoming careers in design and programs with you. But before we begin, I would just like to start with a brief introduction about SCAD.
Hey Manor, there's no audio at the moment. Could you reshare with audio?
Okay. Sorry about that.
I think we'll be able to hear it if you remove the headphones, probably.
I'm just sharing it again with the audio.
SCAD to me is...
Let me know if you can hear now.
To me, SCAD is the catalyst of potential for myself and for the people around me.
You have this wonderland that is SCAD, where you have all these resources to execute your wildest dreams.
SCAD to me is this pot of gold of inspiration.
SCAD is where the future of all creative industries is reimagined. Our graduates not only know how to excel in their industries, but they know how to innovate and create change.
Our students are able to shoot in locations they have never been able to access. With the 2 LED volumes, we're training our students on this environment so they can lead the conversations in this industry.
I had never seen anything like that before. It's really just the foundation of how to build a business and how to be an entrepreneur.
SCAD is where creativity knows no bounds. It's where imagination and passion come together to inspire and innovate.
The resources are endless. As a student, I really took advantage of those resources to absorb as much knowledge as I could.
SCAD definitely is the best place to be. I'm on my way to my dream career because of SCAD.
When I first came to SCAD, I was absolutely amazed by the energy and the positivity. It creates energy in those who become involved in it.
SCAD is a lifelong institution. You're part of this school for the rest of your life. The wondrous resources that are available to you is phenomenal.
With more than 100 degree programs to match your passion, from architecture to fashion, fine arts to business, we have it all. SCAD offers more programs of study and specialization than any other design university in US, including 28 STEM designated programs. These range from advertising and branding to architecture, business of beauty and fragrance, sound design, and many more. Let's dive deeper into these STEM programs.
When you hear the word STEM, what do you think about? Careers in science or engineering? What about skills that transcend industries like innovation, problem solving, or critical thinking? If you answered yes to that last question, then you're in the right place. SCAD is proud to offer STEM programs in areas like architecture, industrial design, motion media design, user experience design, and so many more.
As a student in one of our STEM programs, you will have the opportunity to develop your design skill set and solve real-world problems for companies like Google, Disney, and BMW, all through SCAD Pro, the university's innovation design studio. And eligible F1 visa students who graduate from SCAD with a STEM degree may qualify to extend their optional practical training, or OPT, for 2 additional years. This could mean a total of 3 years of STEM-related internship or work experience in the US.
So, why is SCAD the perfect place to study a STEM program? Because at its core, STEM is innovation, creativity, design thinking, and collaboration. It's what SCAD does best.
Coming towards our rankings, this past year, SCAD earned 36 #1 rankings, including top creative school in US from the Rookies and the #1 design university by International Design Awards. SCAD has a vibrant and diverse community of more than 17,500 students representing all 50 states and more than 100 countries. 30% of our student population is international. Coming towards our locations, you can begin your journey in Metropolitan SCAD Atlanta, experience the historic SCAD Savannah, live and learn anywhere through SCAD Now online, or take your education international at SCAD low cost. Let's travel to our locations.
SCAD is a global experience. When you're accepted to SCAD, you're accepted to all our locations. Experience SCAD among the Fortune 100 companies in Atlanta, where every career and creative venture thrives. Find inspiration in the historic streets around SCAD Savannah, or learn online from anywhere in the world through SCAD Now.
SCAD is one of my favorite places here in Atlanta. Students here get a very special experience that will prepare them in ways that others are not prepared for being in the industry.
I was able to find my career path and myself, as well as a family during my time at SCAD and in Savannah.
You can also experience the beauty of southern France in Lacoste during a quarter abroad.
SCAD has created a beautiful world here. One finds or fine-tunes their process. It is an honor and a privilege for me to be able to spend some time meeting all these amazing students who are our future.
You can start your studies anywhere you choose, then seamlessly study at any other SCAD location, any quarter.
They have so much potential to change the world. They're going to impact whatever community they're in.
Wherever your SCAD education takes you, you customize your path and your creative career.
A 2023 study found that 99%, I would like to repeat that number, 99% of SCAD graduates were either employed, seeking further education, or both within the 10 months of graduation. As I mentioned before, SCAD is the university for creative careers. Now, what does that mean for you? Let's explore. The world of creative careers is one umbrella within which we have different segmentation. Digital communication fields, building arts, the world of fashion, and many more. To begin with, digital media majors we have heard of include advertising, animation, graphic design, visual effects, and illustration. But did you know that now the communication world has expanded beyond these to UX service design, immersive reality, interactive design and game development, social strategy and management, motion media design, to name a few. Let's jump to user experience design. This is a career that puts the user first. UX is an ever-evolving field and is now the highest demanding career of 21st century. Just to let you know, the UX design program at SCAD was developed in collaboration with Google itself. From cell phones to intelligent clothing, automobile interiors to healthcare informatics, UX designers create experiences that are meaningful and customer-friendly. UX design students have access to premium tools at their fingertips to research, design, and test new products. One could launch their career as a professional UX researcher, UX designer, product designer, front-end developer, information architect, just to name a few.
And I'd also like to add, Manur, when students come for user experience design, You are not just working on creating applications, but you're researching every bit and part of the industry, whether it is healthcare, whether it's fintech, industry and products, or anything. Every particular aspect of our life today requires research in detail so that our users and our customers are happy. So this is one of the hottest topics right now and the highest progressing industry as of today.
Thank you. Now let's talk about service design. Surface design will change the world, bringing innovation and a human-centric approach in all industries like healthcare, transportation, education, retail, and many more. It is where we are connecting businesses to the consumers. Coming towards the immersive reality, this is where the world meets the new generation of augmented reality. From Siri to Alexa, VR edutainment and training programs, students are creating technology that we can experience in more approachable way. It is the career that thinks outside the box. With augmented and virtual reality degrees, you can launch your career as a professional immersive reality designer, environment artist, game designer, mixed reality designer, data visualization or mapping engineer, technical artist, or VR content producer, and can get recruited and hired by the best of the best like Adobe, Autodesk, Blizzard Entertainment, Epic Games, Facebook, Google, and many great companies. Let's glance at what careers from animation and illustration has to offer. Animation and illustration are popular industries with its roots in the film, motion media, advertising, healthcare, and service industries. With the knowledge from these degrees, you get to develop your signature style of 2D, 3D, and stop motion animation, digital modeling, rigging, lighting, and look development, depending on your preference. That's how movies such as Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, Moana, Spider-Man, Pinocchio, and many more were made. Let's jump into visual effects, yet another area in the creative industry which is gaining a lot of popularity among young students. It is the process by which visuals are brought to life or manipulated outside the context of a live action, shot in filmmaking, for example. I'm sure you remember the mind-blowing effects in Black Panther or even Avengers Endgame. What is real? Motion media design is another flourishing field that links moving graphics. Anybody know what this is? Well, this is an XR stage. It is that combines live action performances and real-time environments right on the set. An XR stage employs motion tracking cameras that have the background move with the camera's eye to shoot photorealistic environments right on the production set. This technology was heavily used in the production of Mandalorian.
I'd also like to add, film and TV is a launching career right now in the United States and in North America. So students who would love to learn the behind scenes and contribute their passion to productions. There are many, many recruiters like Nickelodeon, HBO, MTV, even Facebook, CBS Network that are looking to hire talent such as yours.
Coming towards the interactive design and game development, the name describes the industry really well. An interaction designer draws upon user data, research, and team inputs to generate interactive concepts that enable seamless and relevant experiences for people. As an interactive designer, app designer, or game designer, you can launch your career with some of the best names in the industry, like Microsoft, Adobe, Apple, Epic Games, Google, and Blizzard Entertainment. Next, I want to talk about the building art careers. Building art programs prepare students for creative careers in interior design, architecture, industrial design, and game development. So these are some of the known majors, including interior architecture. You can also look at our new majors, such as urban design, design for sustainability, furniture design, and production design. Next, we have the industrial design. This is the profession where you get to design products, devices, objects, and services used by millions of people around the world every day. Industrial designers typically focus on the forms of functionality of products, and they're often involved in far more during the development cycle. SCAD students create many things like games and gadgets to bicycles and boats, the high chairs and the helmets. They combine art, business, and engineering to make products that people use every day. If you're into math, science, or technology, I highly encourage you to take a closer look at these fields. All of this ultimately extends to the overall lasting value and experience a product or service provides for the end users. Next, we are going to talk about the design for sustainability architecture. The sustainable design and architecture programs are one of the few programs that are the calling need of today's world. We even feature a groundbreaking integrated path to architecture license, an accelerated academic track that prepares students to become licensed architects in as few as 7 years, compared to the programs that may take up to 15 years. As a student, you get hands-on experience bringing your ideas to reality.
My one
Now
little
let's
take
look.
on, I'm sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
My one little take for design for sustainability with architecture would be this is where we need designers and creative people to come up with unique solutions for creating zero waste consumer goods and homes and workspaces. Whether it is urban areas or, with cutting edge strategies for modern designs, the entire industry is looking for very strategic, sustainable designers as of today.
Thank you. Next, we are going to talk about what's new in the fashion industry. Some of the known majors again include fashion design, accessory design, and fashion communication. New and upcoming majors are fashion marketing and management, business of beauty and fragrance, luxury and brand management, and fibers. Similarly, we have noticed a substantial shift in how we define luxury. Now, 10 to 20 years ago, fashion, lifestyle, brands, and exclusivity defined a luxury consumer. Whereas today, tech has disrupted the luxury industry and consumer values have changed. Convenience, time, personalization, healthcare, hospitality are redefining how we signal luxury. Legacy luxury brands are incorporating inclusivity to communicate to the new consumer. We have to understand history of the industry and its evolution throughout time. We have to learn branding and marketing frameworks that keep them agile in this ever-changing market. Coming towards fashion marketing and business of beauty fragrance. The world of fashion has been evolving every day, every year. Fashion has grown into a multi-million-dollar industry with so many departments that range from fashion design, fashion marketing and management, fashion communication, fibers, textiles, jewelry, accessory designs, and so many more. And even the industry of beauty, business of beauty and fragrance, these are $500 billion industries, and brands are constantly seeking for the next marketing head for beauty and fragrance.
I'd like to
This is
add
not a
one
cost.
point.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was actually kind of resonating with the same thing. It's not a cosmetic degree program. It is where you learn marketing, supply chain, you learn about the e-commerce and the business aspect of the industry. And like you, very rightly you said, it's a $500 billion industry, and there are not too many people skilled and knowledge with that technique and use of business for this industry.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is interesting, coming towards business innovation. Some of the known majors are your traditional MBAs, finance and accounting, and business administration. But what are new and upcoming majors? These include Master of Business Innovation, Design Management, Creative Business Leadership, and Social Strategy and Management. This is where we are actually combining the business aspect and the creative aspect together to prepare our students for the upcoming roles as per the industry demand. Design Management. These majors employ design thinking by leveraging creativity, business theory, and consumer insights to prototype product solutions and test their success. Something to also think about would be the knowledge and methods of business strategy, design theory, data visualization, communication techniques, social innovation, financial systems, and marketing. Now let's talk about social media strategy and management. Today, social justice, social media, and cultural awareness can make or break a business. Another question, how many of us are on social media platforms? Even if you don't use it, you definitely know someone who does. We have to establish new metrics of success. Social strategy not only teaches students the principles of social media management, it challenges the students to create winning campaigns backed by the measurable results. Another great one is our creative business leadership.
The most exciting field to be in is design, because a designer has to think about people, about technology, about the activities that are taking place. It gives you the license to explore and investigate and to try to create a system that enhances life.
You're seeing technology and fashion really begin to influence each other in a way that we haven't seen in the past. I'd always wanted to pursue a career that was very analytical, very challenging. Fashion was that for me.
Visual effects taught me both aspects of being a technical person and being an artist.
Engineering and art and aesthetic and usability, all of those things are kind of like woven together. That's what makes a successful product.
Lots of people think they're not allowed to be creative, to be crazy, to be wild, to be wonderful. As soon as you let yourself do that, creativity is everywhere.
The one thing I really want you to take away from this presentation is that design has a much bigger impact on a business than what people realize. Design relates to every aspect of a business, including the product, the packaging, the infrastructure, marketing, sustainability, and much more. A thoughtful design of every aspect of a business will help design the future of the business. In this new world, we have to reconsider our dependence on suppliers, modes of transportation, retail experiences, methods of transaction, payments, and the roles of our employees. A creative business leader has to successfully manage various sources of revenue while protecting their legal interests as entrepreneurs. On the corporate side, we have seen businesses significantly adapt to COVID. For example, some restaurants adapted their business model to include meal subscriptions and shared kitchens to reduce cost and maintain steady sales. A career where creative leaders blend strategic management, analysis, expertise, and design mindset to develop enterprises. This will merge entrepreneurship with design knowledge while emphasizing strategic thinking, financial planning, and effective management. So we have talked about all these different majors within the creative industry. Now let's talk about what do these lead to.
My two greatest lessons that I learned from SCAD were learning the structure of the industry and the strong work ethic, but I think you really hone those skills at SCAD.
The idea of collaboration with all majors happens so naturally at SCAD that it really is an outlet of incredible bursts of energy.
SCAD is constantly staying very aware of industry trends and therefore kind of adapting curriculum to play into that and be able to have students be very prepared for real life after graduation.
Just seeing the depth and the amount of detail the students put in, and when you bring in people from all of those different disciplines together, it's really amazing what they can create.
It has brought me immense joy, so many friends, and so much learning, which is, I think, the most important part in a design and a career environment.
SCAD has programs that show continued love and care long after graduation. It's the beginning of a new relationship with your SCAD family, where you have an abundance of resources with career and alumni success, Après SCAD, Alumni Atelier. The possibilities are infinite.
It's that network of support and encouragement, which is so critical to the success of myself and other people coming through SCAD.
We are always top of mind with industry partners. So we connect with productions from Amazon, from Hulu, from NBC, CBS, you name it. These are lifelong relationships that you build here. We will always have your back and we will always look for ways to continue your success.
Because of SCAD, I got my dream job at Disney,
Nike,
Netflix,
IBM,
Lenovo,
Pixar Animation Studio. I'll be starting my career at Google.
Now that we know about the creative careers and the programs we offer, I would like to dive right into the application process. First step is the application. Our admission process is selective, so we really encourage you to submit your application from today itself. You can begin the process as a junior or at wherever in your class you are, and then your application can be for any quarter you are applying for. And we do have 4 quarters, starting with fall, winter, spring. Summer is optional, but we do accept students in summer as well. Once you put in your application, you will be connected to your SCAD advisor. I am an advisor myself, and SCAD advisors are your ultimate resource for admission-related questions, scholarships, enrollment information. They connect with you personally and guide you throughout the application process from completing the application, from your scholarships, till you come in to take your classes. I would like to go over the admission documents, starting with the undergraduate students first. So for admission decision, you just need your transcripts, which is the school mark sheets for grades 9, 10, 11, or if you've completed grade 12, that too, and a proof of English proficiency. Proof of English proficiency can be your IELTS or TOEFL scores. It can also be a medium of instruction certificate by your school counselor sent to your advisor's email address directly, stating that you have been instructed in English for past 4 years. Next, we have the portfolio or an interview option, a resume, a letter of recommendation, or statement of purpose. These are optional documents based on which your scholarship amount would be analyzed. but the documents which are required for admission are transcripts and proof of English proficiency. You do not have to apply for scholarships separately. All international students are automatically considered for scholarships that apply. These are different types of scholarships we have. They are purely merit-based, based on your transcripts, the materials you submit, including portfolio, resume, and your SOP. Plan ahead to earn a college credit through joint enrollment and explore grad programs to map out your future. Mix and match. So you can also, if you're done with grade 10, you can start with our joint enrollment programs for which you can gain college credit, regardless if you come to SCAD or not. And you're eligible for 50% scholarship for these programs. The fourth step would be to visit SCAD. We have our daily tours. See for yourself what SCAD has to offer and experience life as a bee. Pro tip, you can visit both Atlanta and Savannah locations in a single weekend. As you continue the admission process, keep in touch, connect with us on social media, and if you have any questions, feel free to connect with me after the presentation or whenever it's convenient for you using the email address below. Thank you so much for joining us today, and now we'll be happy to answer any questions you guys have.
Thank you so much for that amazing presentation, Manur, and for to Kushnam for telling us all about how relevant all these programs are in the current job market and how much demand there is for all these skills. We do have one question to have been answered. The question that we have remaining is basically we had some questions about industrial masters and product designing. So Kushnam has already answered that you do have master's degree options for industrial design. Thank you. And you also have it for sound design? Okay, great.
Yes.
We have somebody.
Can I add one point
Yes, go
to
ahead.
the question that Sitara has asked? So whenever you scroll through your master degree options at SCAD, you'll find two different variations. One is the Masters of Arts, and the other is Masters of Fine Arts. Now, I just want to be a little more clear on what they offer differently, because the Masters of Arts is more on the research and theory-based, position of that program, where you learn the business and research skills related to that particular career. However, Masters of Fine Arts will be inclusive of all of that, that is business, research, and more studio classes compared to Masters of Arts. So the Masters of Arts varies from a year to a year and a half worth of time, and the Masters of Fine Arts would go up to 2 to 2.5 years.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for sharing that specific detail. One more question, Kushnam. Do you offer exchange programs for bachelor's students? We have an anonymous attendee asking that.
Exchange might be a very difficult process because we do allow students to come and take a few classes at SCAD. However, SCAD students may not go to their particular universities unless there's a sort of, an MOU or a contract in place. But you are definitely allowed to come and take a few classes on specific quarter times. So if you are one of those students interested to take 1, 2, or 3 courses every quarter, then you can reach out to us and we'll guide you with the process.
Okay, makes sense. There's another question. Do you have any online short courses like certifications, non-degree programs?
We do offer non-degree programs. However, they will be at a span of 10 weeks, which is equal to 1 quarter. And a student is allowed to take courses that are not in the industry side, meaning they're not internships. They will be purely skill-based classes and software learning processes.
Makes sense. I had another question on behalf of all of our students who are high schoolers in Pakistan who are interested in entering this, this field where there's a lot of interdisciplinary work and cutting-edge technological advancement. If they're still in high school and they want to be a part of your joint program, which you mentioned, how does that work? Do they have to be physically on campus, or can they do it like virtually through Pakistan while doing their high school degree long distance? How does that work?
We have both options, and I'm so glad that you brought this up. It is actually one of our highly interested and growing portions of the program. So now, with pre-college programs, students who have completed their 10th grade and are entering their 11th grade, they are eligible to combine their high school curriculum and take one class every quarter from SCAD in the joint enrollment program. And like Manur said, I'm going to reiterate, these programs come up to a scholarship for 50%. So students are benefited by taking college level classes at half cost of tuition, and these credits are also transferable into their undergraduate degree program if they pursue design in the future. So if you are keen on doing those additional subjects, then it's a wonderful pathway. And along with joint enrollment, if you come from an international board, which is IB, we actually are certified to be the Art and Design School for IB CRS program. So we can have students take that one class additional as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing that. We're definitely going to let our students know, because there's a lot of IB schools in Karachi as we speak, and this is a burgeoning trend. So I'm sure there's a lot of students in the audience who can benefit from that. Okay, we have another question. I have an MPhil in art history and working as a UX designer for the last 5 years. What is your recommendation for me to do further? So I think this person is looking for some very specific recommendations. Any advice that you want to give? Otherwise, we can have a one-on-one session with them later, of course.
We surely could do a one-on-one session, because it's hard to find out what are your passions and interests over a two-liner question. However, this might sound like I'm giving homework, but please do try and take a look at the UX program. Also take a look at the UXR, which is the research part. And then maybe also dive into service design, because this is the industry that connects users and the business aspect. So those might be my top 3 choices. However, these are just recommendations. I would love to connect with you one-on-one to actually know what it is you want to pursue in the future.
Okay, there you go. That's your answer, anonymous attendee. Definitely get in touch with them and they'd be more than happy to assist you. We have another student asking, does your university offer financial aid?
Yes, we do. We offer them in the form of merit scholarships. We are a nonprofit private institution, so our scholarships range up to a full tuition as well, as long as your academics and achievements are of the highest order.
All right, great. Another student, I'm a textile design student currently in 2nd semester. Can I apply for exchange program?
You can definitely come and learn the few courses at SCAD as a non-degree student. However, the word exchange means that your university sends us students while our university students go there. So I'm not entirely sure if that path is still open.
All right, makes sense. Okay, great. That does bring us to the end of the questions. Once again, thank you so much for being here and for sharing all the information that you did. Those videos, I think, were truly outstanding, because they gave us a very unique and different insight into how these scenes are created in movies and popular media that we are so used to consuming on a daily basis. So thank you, Kustam. Thank you, Manur, for taking out the time to actually do this webinar with us. We hope you will be back for another session, perhaps with a different title. And I'm sure I speak on behalf of every student in the audience when I say that it was truly, enlightening to be able to learn from you about the different programs that you have, the different job opportunities that they can lead to, the kind of job markets that we're looking at right now. And it was a great opportunity, and we look forward to more webinars in the future with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We have a student who has raised her hand. I'm not sure. Atika?
If you want to type your question in the Q&A box, we can take one last question. We've answered the other 2. She might have accidentally done that. Zoom does funny things sometimes.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you so much, Manur. Thank you, Kustam. We really appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope you're back for another session. We absolutely loved having you today. Thank you.
Sure, we'll be back. Thank you all so much. And, if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with us anytime.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much to the audience for joining in. We will be posting the recording on our YouTube page very soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.